Okay, so in the last chapter, we discussed about the water and the natural resources of the water, and we saw the distribution of water in the seas, under the ground, in the lakes, in the form of glaciers, all this one. So today we will discuss about the diseases which are related to water. It means that the in the spread of those diseases or these diseases, water plays a vital role, an important role. So we will see those diseases which are spread by the water. So here, why water is suitable for spread of that disease? So why? Because water provides a very good habitat for living things. We know that water is the basic need for any organism or any living thing. Water is the basic necessity for that particular organism. Now they're saying there is a plenty of food in water because the presence of plants and their ability to photosynthesis. Even inside the water, you will find lot of food for different organisms, especially the microorganisms. You can see that why? Because in the water you have plants, and plants do the process of photosynthesis, produce the food for themselves and for the others. Water provide a nutrient rich environment for bacteria. So water provides a high nutrient amount for the growth of bacteria. Bacteria may enter drinking water from sewage if sanitation is poor. Sanitation means that the system which is used to take out the wastewater from your homes or from the factories and dispose it in a safe place. If there is any leakage and sanitation, so the water can mix in the drinking water, mean the filthy water, or you can say that wastewater or contaminated water, it can be mixed with the drinking water. So if these bacteria are pathogens and the water in which they live is drunk untreated, and if you drink it untreated, means without cleaning you will drink it, so it can create lot of diseases. So this is the main you can say reason why the water is good habitat for those uh, kind of organism. So here they use the word pathogens. Pathogens means that there is an organism that cause disease, and it is a microorganism, and it causes a problem severe if your immune system is very weak. So this is the reason why the water is a good habitat for the lot of organisms, especially microorganisms and bacteria. Now we will discuss the waterborne diseases. The mainly them is cholera and typhoid. Here they're saying that typhoid and cholera, they are giving a comparison, and in comparison you can see that we will discuss them, cholera and typhoid. And first of all, we will discuss that what is the bacteria or bacterium which is responsible for these diseases. For example, if you see the cholera, so you will find Vibrio cholerae, cholerae, Vibrio cholerae. This is a bacteria which is causing the cholera. Okay, after that you have this one, salmonella, salmonella typhi, or salmonella typhoid. These are the names, so you should remember these names. I think in biology you also have these topics. So first of all, you should know the name of the bacteria which is responsible for these diseases. Now they're saying that time before onset, the symptoms after infection. It means that how long it take to appear the symptoms on a person. For example, if it is infected, after how many days the symptoms will appear in that person or in the patient. For cholera, they're saying a few hours up to or 5 days. It can, you can see the system in a person within 5 hours, or sometime it takes even 5 days. Why 5 days? Because your immune system is fighting. If you are infected by the cholera, called against the bacteria, so first your immune system will fight for that, and if your immune system will be defeated by this bacteria, then the symptoms will start appear. And typhoid, they're saying that it takes 6 to 30 days, from 6 to 30 days. Normally, if you go to the doctor, for example, you have a fever, one day you will tolerate by yourself, then next day you will go to the doctor, doctor will write a medicine for you, and after that, let's say 5 days you took the medicine, but you are not getting any benefit, means that your sickness is still the same. So then doctor will tell you to do the test. Sometimes they do the test for typhoid, and sometimes they will maybe for cholera, but cholera is more visible because you find the vomiting, lose motion, all these things. But in typhoid, only fever is there, so it can be caused by even the malaria also, and caused by the typhoid. So they will take a test, and in the test they will identify this one. After that, what are the symptoms that appear in a person? So it means, I told you, it is diarrhea and vomiting in the cholera, and in this you have fever, abdominal pain with a skin rash, diarrhea and vomiting too. So you can find these are the symptoms. Now consequences, what these you can say diseases leads to, what they can cause, can be mild but can lead to be dehydration and death. Because if it is too much vomiting or diarrhea, so it can cause dehydration. Dehydration means the water will be removed from your body in the form of vomiting or the diarrhea, then your body will be dehydrated, mean less water is left in your body. And if it is not treated on time, so it can cause death also. And they're saying that 3 to 5% of infected people remain as carriers with no symptoms. They're saying that sometimes you'll find that the people, they are just carriers, they are just spreading it, but they are, you will not see any symptoms on them. For example, in the corona, when the corona was started, the COVID, so you find they divide the categories that the people, they are, you can say get have, they can have a fever or other symptoms of corona, and some of them they don't have any sign or any symptoms, and they are just carriers. Carriers mean they just transfer that disease to another people, but themselves they are not affected. That is the carrier. So here they're saying that 3 to 5% affected people remain carriers with no symptoms. Okay. After that treatment, they're saying that what kind of treatment can be used. Then you have rehydration. It means that just give a lots of fluid liquid to the person, and so uh, you can remove the deficiency of water, or you can give a lot of water to it. A vaccine is present there, medicine in the form of medicine. And for typhoid you have antibiotic also, and even the vaccines are exist. Now just check the difference between them. Vaccine you are taking just before, like in a childhood. If you see any child, so it has the vaccines, a series of vaccine, in which you have the cholera, you have typhoid, you have mmr, you have the chickenpox. All these vaccines are available. So these vaccines are given to the people at the early age when the childhood is. And they will save the people from these diseases. But even after the vaccination, you are getting sick. So for that, they have a medicine in the form of antibiotic or in the form of oral solutions in cholera, which to overcome the cancer deficiency of water. Still here any issue?
No.
Yes, Miral.
No issues.
Okay. Khalafullah.
No, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to discuss the things you can do, the strategies the people should use to avoid the cholera and other diseases. For example, first of all, we start with cholera. What is the first thing? Ensure that sewage and drinking water are kept separate. Sewage means the wastewater that coming from your homes, factories, and the drinking water, they should be separated. You know what is the issue? Sometime in some countries, there is a pipe, or this is a system for sewage. All the sewage from homes come in them, and these pipes means which pipes? These drinking water pipe also going nearby them. Sometime, is there any leakage in the pipe? It can allow the contaminated water or the polluted water mixed with the drinking water. So that can be a reason for what cholera. So you have to keep in your mind. In developed countries, you will not find this kind of chances, but the less economic developed countries, so you will find these things. So for that, we should, or the government should use the pipe far away for the sewage and for drinking. That is should be the policy of the government. So what is the first thing we have here? That ensure that sewage and drinking water are kept separate. This is the first thing. Even your home, you should have the sewage system covered. If you have a sewage system which is taking a filthy water from your home to the, you can say, outside in the mainstream, so it is better it should be covered completely. So there will not be no chance for bacteria to come to the drinking water, maybe with the help of air, with the help of insects, anything. Now, number two, sewage removed directly into a treatment works. Now they're saying that in our countries, like less developed countries, you will not find a special system to treat the sewage water. The sewage water which comes from your home. Now in Saudi Arabia, you will find that this sewage water goes to a special plant. This plant is used for treatment of sewage water. Here it will pass through different steps, okay, just like different stages. First this one, here they will remove all the large particles. We will study this one inshallah. And here after that, when it's become less harmful, then it is released in rivers or in other places. Otherwise it is treated before. So the same thing they're saying, the sewage removed directly into a treatment works. After that, water being treated before it is delivered into homes. They're saying that you should, you can say, pass water through a computer, you can say, scientific procedures for treatment, for its treatment, where you can remove all the germs, all the dirt, all, you can say, harmful things from the water. So water should be passed under a treatment, so then it should send to the homes when you are sure that it is safe for all means. After that, do not use contaminated water to wash food. Sometimes the people they are taking, even you saw that near the Nile River, some people they use that water to clean their clothes, even to clean their utensils, and sometimes they're using that to wash the cars and all that stuff. So in that case, it can also cause that disease. Maybe the germ particles will remain on the surface of anything and cause disease. But especially you should take care that even you're washing your food, that should be clean water. Hands should be washed after contact with any fissile material. Fissile material means the material which is excreted by the humans as a waste, bodily waste matter derived from ingested food, that is feces. So these are the steps, these are the, you can say, precautions you should take care while you want to stop the spread of cholera. Okay. Now the water-bred diseases, now they're saying that the carrier mean breeds in water and spreads the disease by biting its victim, especially like malaria. Malaria is also, you can say that, a disease which can uh, spread by the water. So normally the people they think that the malaria is due to the mosquitoes, and especially the female mosquitoes. But when we will see the studies and the research, so we will found that it is due to a, you can say, a special type of a parasite, that is plasmodium. It is caused due to this one. This mosquito is a carrier. Mosquito will take the plasmodium and it can inject the human. So that's why it is assumed that the mosquito is a major cause of the malaria. But the main thing is that parasite, what is name, plasmodium, it's responsible, but it is found inside the mosquito. So that is the main thing. We will study the same, you can say, complete cycle, life cycle of malarial parasite. So I will show you the video also. With the help of that video, inshallah, we will try to understand or comprehend more. Okay. Now, what are the symptoms? If you talk about the symptoms of the malaria, you can say the high temperature and fever. Also, you can say diarrhea, dehydration, and feeling weak. So these can be the symptoms of the malaria. So here I will explain to you this cycle, and after that I will show you the video also, so it will give you a better comprehension. Now, if you see the plasmodium, this is a plasmodium. Okay. Now, in the form of sporozoites, it is found here outside. Then the first vector, mean the first carrier of this one is mosquito. It goes inside the mosquito, then mosquito bite a human, and then it transfer it to the human. That is means the human is a host now. First the mosquito, then the human is a host. Inside the human, it it goes to the bloodstream, and after that it reaches to the liver. And liver is a very suitable place for malaria generation, reproduction. And from liver again it go to the bloodstream. And then if another mosquito, now this mosquito right now does not have plasmodium, it does not have plasmodium, Okay, but when it will bite a person who already have plasmodium inside his body, so it will take that plasmodium inside it, and then it will again transfer to the other human. Did you get my point? So here plasmodium first go to a mosquito, and not from human, from the, you can say, environment, it goes to the this mosquito. This mosquito bite a human, and inside the human it go to the liver where it can reproduct very quickly. Then again it go to the bloodstream, and after that it will again go to the bloodstream, and then a fresh mosquito, means a mosquito which does not have plasmodium before, it bites that human which already infected by plasmodium, and it will take the plasmodium from that human and it will transfer to the other human. So it's this cycle goes like this. Okay, we'll see another diagram for this. For example, this one, again they're saying that this is the, you can say, the blood meal for the this is the plasmodium. Is go to the, let me, okay, so here plasmodium, it go to the mosquito, then it go to the human. Okay, then again it go to the bloodstream, it affect the red blood cells. Okay, again this is inside the human, and inside the human it is, if any other mosquito will come and take it, and that will go to that mosquito, and if this mosquito will bite other human, it will spread like this. So now I'm going to show you the video, and you hope inshallah you understand that one.